Hi, I'm Angela Philbrook with Cape Cod Title and Escrow. I'm here with Attorney Liz Cotter, and we've been discussing TRID, which basically relates to the major changes in the mortgage industry that went into effect last October. And now that we have had several closings, we are seeing how this all plays out. So we wanted to provide you with some advice, some guidance on how to successfully navigate a closing under these new regulations, and basically share with you the information that we're seeing. So Liz, I know that you've done several transactions under TRID. So what are you seeing out there?
Well, the thing we're finding that makes this a little different is that each lender is determining how they're going to do the transaction under the new guidelines differently. So while we're all clear on the law, it seems each lender has sort of put into place their own process, and they're each different. So it's really important that your closing attorney and the paralegals working on the file are familiar not only with TRID itself, but with the specifics of the lenders. I know we've had a few situations where we've had to request things far more in advance than the law actually calls for, but it's a requirement of the lender for them to be able to issue a closing package. So that's, I think, really important. And for the same reason, it's important to have a local conveyancing attorney working for you. I think we're finding that while it's nice to use, an attorney that did your will or maybe is off Cape, you might run into some problems with them being familiar with the specifics as to the Cape and to that lender.
On a positive note too, we're seeing that the buyers basically having their figures, several days before closing. So it's a lot less frantic at the last minute for them. And if you're working with a local attorney like Cape Cod Title and Escrow, we're familiar with the ins and outs of each lender, and we're very proactive. So from the very beginning, if a buyer contacts us as they're even just shopping for homes, we can be there to guide them through the process and also ascertain who their lender is and set them up for success from submitting an offer to going to purchase and sale agreement to their closing. So the sooner they call us, the sooner we can start guiding them through this process.
And another positive is that it wasn't this, sky is falling event that everybody thought it was going to be. It's just, it was a change and it's a process. And I think anybody that does this and only this for a living like we do really is familiar with it at this point. There really should be no reason to panic. It's sort of the big thing that came out of this was that if everybody, realtors, buyers, sellers, and attorneys do their job that they know they're going to do anyhow ahead of time, we're really in a position where there shouldn't be any delays at all.
I think that's really key for, especially for buyers, is putting together their team as soon as they start shopping. They've selected their realtor, select their closing attorney, select your lender. It's great to shop around, compare rates, but make a decision before you even put that offer in. Who's going to be your lender? Who's your A team? So we can all work together and help you out. I found that it really helps the realtors. It puts them at ease. It puts the buyer and the seller. When you're putting in an offer and the seller knows you've got your team together, that makes your offer even stronger.